Start online your Level Cmas Diving Certificate e-learning training course online scuba training with your Dive Center 5 Master Dive Accademy Thailand Diving Pattaya. Start your scuba training digitally wherever it's convenient for you. Thailand Diving e-learning is the easiest way to fit scuba lessons into your busy schedule. Work at your own pace, online or offline, using your computer or mobile device. Schedule in water training whenever you're ready. Cmas International Diver Training Standards and Procedures.
Cmas TDA 1-star monitor conditions of application. Be 18 years old on the date of the exam. Hold Level 3 or Level 4 or Assistant Monitor Cmas or a recognized organization. Be holder of the First Aid Instructor Certificate Cmas. EFR or other recognized, have at least 150 dives to his credit, including 30 in the last year with at least 10 supervision dives. Present a medical certificate of no contraindication to the practice of underwater diving dating from less than 1 year. Have completed the following educational courses in chronological order. 1. The entrance exam, with theoretical and practical tests covering the achievements of the 3-star diver level. In case of failure, the candidate will have to take courses on unknown subjects not compulsory for assistant instructor in active status. See page 5. Subject to be mastered before the 1-star instructor training. 2. An initial 6-day course organized by an approved 5-star center. This training can take place over a continuous period or fragmented over 3 weekends, 3 times 2 days in a time space of 1.5 months maximum, or fragmented over 2 weekends, 2 times 3 days in a time space maximum of 1.5 months. The person in charge is a 3-star Cmas instructor who can delegate under indirect supervision the preparation course for a 2-star Cmas instructor. Upon successful completion of this part, the candidate instructor will be authorized to attend the simulation training course. The internship will include, among others, information on Cmas and TDA, learning the basics of teaching in preparing a course. 6 sessions. The assistance of an instructor during the training of divers, children, adult, in a protected environment. 6 sessions. The assistance of an instructor during the training of divers, children, adult, in the pit. 4 sessions. The assistance of an instructor during the training of divers, children, adult, in a natural environment. 6 sessions for assistant instructors or instructors of other organizations doing a crossover. Being in active status. The initial internship is not compulsory. 3. An internship in an approved 5-star center under the supervision of a 3-star Cmas instructor. -12 hours of practical teaching on the surface with and without a diving suit, and practical teaching in immersion without a diving suit. -20 practical sessions that can take place entirely in a natural environment are divided between natural and artificial environments, with a maximum of 10 sessions in artificial environments. -10 theoretical sessions. These training sequences should allow the trainee to be put in a teaching situation for divers whose levels vary from beginner to level 4 in near, middle and far spaces. It is recommended that the 1-star instructor trainee work in the presence of real students. -3 hours of diving business and marketing lessons. The work placements are controlled and validated by a 3-star instructor. A 2-star instructor can be the educational advisor for a maximum of 2 trainees simultaneously. This can be assisted by 1-star instructors who are candidates for the 2-star instructor certificate. 4. A final internship. A final 3-day course organized and validated by a course director and a 3-star instructor. The candidate-trainer ratio is 1 trainer for 8 trainees maximum, notwithstanding the ratio provided for in the regulations in force. These internships must be completed within a maximum of 6 months from the end of the initial internship. General organization. This exam is organized by a course director and a 3-star instructor. Jury: 1 or more 3-star instructor or course director candidate, 1 or more 2-star instructor candidates. 3-star instructor acquired Control 1 preparatory teaching for diving. This test aims to evaluate a lesson given to one or more students whose levels vary from beginner to 4-star diver without a diving suit on the surface and in immersion with diving suit. On the surface first dive, it involves the presentation of the basic principles of diving, faults to be avoided, prevention of possible accidents, safety rules, first signals of the communication code, etc. The practical use of the equipment, brief operating principles, assembly and disassembly of the regulator on the block, concrete way of equipping reserve, etc. Equipment for beginners, the entry into the water for beginners. Practical pedagogy. The objective of this test is to evaluate a diving lesson with one or more students, accompanied by advice, remarks or instructions prior to the immersion that the nature of the lesson may possibly make necessary. From a technical point of view, the subjects to be dealt with by the candidate can range from the beginner diver who has already used an air scuba diving suit to the diver preparing for the 4-star diver's certificate. Learning or improvement of a particular exercise or group of exercises, preparation for the tests of the various Cmas patterns, exploration diving, training diving, e.g., learning orientation, etc. The theme and the conditions of execution of the lesson are defined for the candidate by the jury responsible for this test. 3. Theoretical pedagogy. The candidate is supposed to develop in front of a group of students a precise subject concerning diving. Level X techniques of the students vary from beginner to 4-star diver. It should be noted that this is a pedagogical test and that the candidate must demonstrate his teaching abilities. That is to say, his possibilities of transmitting his knowledge to pupils. The level of the students to whom this presentation is addressed is defined for the candidate by the jury responsible for the test. The subject of the presentation is chosen by lot by the candidate from a list of questions established by the jury responsible for the test and relating to the following program. Main physical laws governing diving. The diving suit and how it works. The equipment. Preparation for diving. Teaching the use of the compass. Teaching PMT techniques, the individual technique of the diver. The dive tables. Accidents. The candidate has 15 to 30 minutes to prepare his subject and 15 to 30 minutes to present it. 4. Technical demonstration with handicap of 25 meters DTH. This exercise consists of raising a diver in difficulty from a depth of 25 meters without the aid of an inflatable system, to tow him correctly on the surface to a boat and to unequip him to hoist him on board. 5. Physical tests. First group, physical condition tests. 800 meters using fins, mask and snorkel. Freediving at 10 meters, swim 500 meters, a 50 meters freediving course in the swimming pool. Second group, scuba diving. 3 routes between bottles at a distance of 35 meters, descent into open water up to 40 meters, tip exchange. 3 to 5 divers, controlled emergency lift of 15 meters to 25 meters and exchange lift 5 minutes. Course without mask. Guidance for a beginner. Guidance of a beginner with an accident. Mask emptying, release and resumption of mouthpiece. Stabilization at 40 meters. Response to signs in ascent. Technical demonstration of a 20 meters cable-less lift. Demonstration of assistance or rescue of 30 meters with life jacket. Seamanship delivery. The patent will be issued directly by TDA. A provisional certificate will be given to the new 1-star instructor pending the arrival of his final card. Waiting period between 6 to 8 weeks. Prerogatives. Organize, teach, and certify dolphins levels. Organize, teach, and certify the 1-star diver level. Assist 2-star instructors. Teach practical exercises in near and middle space for P1 and P2 star. Teach theoretical notions in the classroom for P1 and P2 8-wall. Demonstrate a physical aptitude for swimming. Demonstrate technical mastery when demonstrating exercises. Teach the specialties of underwater navigation, team management and night diving.